It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown newspaper, and we are at Ridge Central High School, home of the Olympians. Got a couple guests for you tonight, folks. Football coach Terrell Alexander will be our first guest. 7th season at the helm, and he's done a fantastic job here. He's built this program into a perennial powerhouse, 3 consecutive playoff appearances. 4 out of the past 5 years, Ridge Central has qualified for the playoffs. They finished 7-2 this year, and they're hosting Saturday at 2 o'clock Marion. Very good team. They're also 7-2, so you got an 8-seeded Ridge Central against a 9-seeded Marion squad. So come on out to this baby on Saturday at 2 o'clock. And our second guest will be Ridge Central quarterback Jairen Mitchell. Has had an incredible career, 3-year starter. He's a Northern Illinois recruit. He will be playing receiver at Northern Illinois, but man, he's tore it up here for 3 years at Ridge Central. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Remember, join the Beggar's Pizza loyalty program, Big Cheese Club membership. Get a lot of perks, a lot of specials at Beggar's Pizza. There's going to be a Beggar's Pizza in Bolingbrook for you good people. Hopefully going to be open by the holidays, but don't hold me to that. All right, we come back from this Beggar's Pizza timeout. Terrell Alexander, Ridge Central football coach, one of the best coaches around, will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Thank you, Coach's Corner, for celebrating all these great athletes. Now celebrate the American Classic with Apple Chevy. Classics like the Chevy Impala. Originating in 1958, the Chevy Impala is older than the states Hawaii and Alaska. It still holds its sleek and stylish design with a focus on luxury. It has the option to have the power of 305 horses. Don't take my word for it. Come test drive it today at Apple Chevy.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Hello, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. And there's a Beggar's Pizza not too far from here in Richton Park. We are at Ridge Central High School. Football coach Terrell Alexander will be our guest. Terrell?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming back, my man. Thanks for coming back, man. Olympians with a nice season, 7-2. They open up at home here Saturday, 2 o'clock against Marion. Olympians the 8 seed, Marion the 9 seed. So as you look at this thing, break it down. I know you don't like to look too far ahead. I know that's coach speak, but
yes, sir.
What's your impression of where you're at and the kind of the road you guys got to go through?
Well, we're really more in the mindset of wherever we are, we're going to try our best to make sure we advance. And it's always, I think any part of the bracket is a favorable part because there's some people that didn't get the opportunity. So we enjoy getting the opportunity, and we think we're going to take advantage of wherever we're at in the bracket. But I do think the bracket is really good.
Yep.
I think the field is tough.
Well, in your first opponent, Marion, 9 seed. We talked about it before we started taping. You said they look pretty good.
Yeah, they're very athletic. They match us in a lot of places. They got some guys that can run the ball, catch the balls from a lot of multiple sets. So I was really impressed with them on film. I think they're a really good team.
Well, and I've given you guys, you and Johnny Konecki over at Crete Monee, major props because, you agreed to play St. Rita, a 7A school, Catholic League Blue, and here you are in 5A. And, you know, John Konecki agreed to play Lincoln Way East, 9-0, number 1 seed in 8A, and he agreed to play Brother Rice, who didn't have a great season, but still, it's Brother Rice, and they're an 8A school. So how much do you think, even though you guys lost that game, to St. Rita week 2, how much did that prepare you for what you're going to go through right now?
I think it helps us a lot, atmosphere-wise. That's why, you know, I agreed to play at St. Rita 2 years in a row, because the atmosphere is great, but they're also great players. I think in a lot of ways, you find out things about your team that you normally wouldn't find out had you played someone maybe smaller, maybe not as fast. So when you see the speed of the game and you see the size of the players on the field, it really, really helps you become a better football team and find out a lot about your guys also.
Yeah, absolutely. A little adversity, right?
Yeah, a little adversity. Adversity does not hurt anyone.
Exactly, man. All right, so and I don't want to look ahead too much, but I would be remiss if I didn't bring up a potential quarterfinal game against Hillcrest, because, folks, you know, Hillcrest and Ridge Central, it's a rivalry. Such a rivalry that they won't schedule each other in basketball or football. But what would that be like, man?
That'd be great. I think we'd pack the area from Pulaski all the way to Kedzie, from 167th all the way back to 183rd. Hillcrest is doing a great job. Coach Weaver, I got a ton of respect for him and what he's doing with that program. They came over, we got some summer work done with some 7-on-7s and everything, and I was impressed with them. And I think we had a really good time competing against each other. Yeah, on the outside there's a rivalry, but trust me, I'm rooting for him to make it. He's rooting for us. I sent him a text the other night. He texted me back, and we're really just, rooting for each other, because we're both programs that are still building in a lot of ways.
Right, and that's what you like to see, man. Keep it classy. It's intense, and you just those are the games that kids are going to remember the rest of their lives, right?
Exactly, exactly. And those kids know each other, and they've grown up around each other, and it's a good rivalry. And I think the rivalries of nowadays, they're not as intense as they used to be,
right?
Because some of the students don't know the history, but man, it would be a great thing.
It would be game on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, you look back at this regular season, 7-2. How would you assess it overall, Terrell?
I think overall we had some ups and downs. Some teams played us really close in games that we won, and I think we played really bad in some games that we won. But at the same time, I couldn't be prouder of this group. They set out on a mission, and they really they banded together. Sometimes we got to get them focused, but at the same time they are focused on the task. So I'm proud of them. I think they earned everything that they got, and I don't know if people know, but everything we talk about in the back of our T-shirts and everything, our motto is on earn it.
Yeah.
So we've earned what we've gotten. We really appreciate what they've done to get that.
So what do you think needs to happen, man, for you guys to realize your aspirations this postseason? What is going to be the key for Ridge Central?
Just overall, just a consistent game. We got to play a consistent game against multiple people in a row. I've always talked to the coaches and some of the players also. We got to get over the hump. We've got to win a game that's bigger than what we've been. So that's one of the biggest things. We've won some games. We've had some victories. We've had some losses also. But we've got to win a game that people have said, well, Ridge Central probably shouldn't win that game.
Yep.
That's what it's going to take for us to get to where we got to get to.
And you feel good health-wise, man? I mean, I know Matthew Stuckey, a Western Michigan recruit, linebacker. He's ready to roll, and the rest of your guys?
He's feeling good, man. It was good to see Matthew last week play fast. It was good to see him playing fast again, and he's a kid. He was toughing a lot of things out, but at the same time, we understand that he's a senior. He didn't want to sit out, but he was very limited in what he can do. But it was good to see him playing fast again. He's electric when he's playing fast.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. He's a beast, man. Yes, so this is your third consecutive year qualifying for the playoffs, and 4 out of the past 5 years. So you're on a heck of a run, my man. What does the future look like here? As you assess the kids you're going to have coming back next year, and then you look at your lower levels, do you think this is something that you can sustain?
Well, we want to hope that it's the program that gets us to the next level, and the program that gets us to the playoffs, and not just the individual kids. You talk about the sum of the parts all the time, so we hope that the program, we hope we'll be bigger, faster, stronger than we are right now, and that doesn't happen with the kids that comes in. It happens with the kids that come into the weight room. As opposed to just getting out on the field. So I really hope that we'll be able to sustain what we have. I have a ton of respect for our schedule and our conference. from top to bottom, they're going to be good every year. And I know that our district is going to be good. They'll be better. So, I really represent for the district and hope that they do well. But I think we've got a bright future because we'll work at it.
Yep. And the guy we're going to have on next, your quarterback, Jairen Mitchell, three-year starter. He's a Northern Illinois recruit, man. What does he meant to this program?
Mr. Olympian, as I look over at him, he's been great, and when your best player is one of your hardest workers, then you're going to have some success. I learned that a long time ago, and he defines what it is to be an Olympian. He does things right in the classroom, does things right here in the school building. He's a good role model. I appreciate everything he's done. There's been some times where we've lined up and we call the play and he takes it 80.
Yeah.
That makes it pretty easy to be a play caller. So he's done some good things. We just got to spending a little time going over derivatives, helping him with his homework a little bit. So
there you go, man.
That's a special kid.
And that's what it's about. You got to be a student athlete, man.
Yes,
and I know talking to you guys got some bright kids on this team, and it carries over into the football field,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Right?
Yes,
and
sir.
that's what it's all about. So, folks, Saturday, 2 o'clock, Ridge Central at home here, man. Come on out, pack this place. $5, students, adults. This is the place to be Saturday afternoon, and you're going to get a good show, man, because you got a D1 quarterback, you got a D1 linebacker, and you have a bunch of kids who play hard and have been very successful throughout their high school careers. So should be a great game, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
I'm sure it will be.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Terrell, thank you
All
very much again, man. Doing
Thank
a
you
great
for
job,
having us.
okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, we are going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Remember, folks, 3 locations, Tinley, Orland, and Mokina for Lisa Thomas Salon. When we come back, quarterback Jairen Mitchell will be our guest, Northern Illinois recruit, and a heck of a quarterback. Stay tuned.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Our next guest, Ridge Central quarterback Jairen Mitchell. How's it going, my man?
Real well.
Thanks for coming on board.
Thank you. Anytime.
Anytime, man. Great career this guy's had. 3-year varsity starter, put up some great numbers. All right, so this is your 3rd postseason, man. What have you learned from the previous 2 that you're going to try and apply to this postseason?
Really, I got to keep my team up the whole game. And we have to play 4 quarters. We can't have a good first half and bad second half. We have to continue to play 4 quarters the whole game and just play Olympian football.
Yeah. Now, you had 2 older brothers, man. So, Ridge Central and the Mitchell name is kind of synonymous with success here, man. So did you feel like you had some pressure, some big shoes to step into with your 2 older brothers, man? Who are the ones at Austin P, right?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, they're D1 guys, man. I mean, did you feel some pressure, or are you like, bring it on?
Coming in, I really did. I felt like everything was on my back. All my brothers, you got to do this, you got to do that. And then when I came on my sophomore year on varsity, it kind of just, relaxed a little, because I was the first out of my brothers to do that, to start on varsity.
Yeah.
So then it was like, I can make my own path and, lead my own way. So then it kind of just relaxed it.
Yeah, you calm down a little bit then, man.
Oh, yeah.
And you have made your own path. That's
Yes,
for
sir.
sure, man. All right, so this whole experience at Ridge Central and playing for Coach Alexander, what has it taught you that you think you could apply, the rest of your life?
Similar to what he said earlier, we got to earn it. And that's in the classroom, on the field, and just in life, period. And Coach Rex does a really good job of, really telling us that and then enforcing it to us every day.
Yeah. And what is, Coach Woods, man, I mean, be honest with me, be straight with me now. You know Coach Woods, and if you don't know how good Coach Woods, I'm sure he told you how good he was,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
You know he was legit back in the day at Rich East.
Yes, sir, all the time. One of the best in the, one of the best to come out of the south suburbs, and until me, of course, he taught me everything that he knows. So I'm always gonna respect him for that. And I love Coach Woods. He's a really good mentor, a really good coach, and he's really brought that out of me, brought the quarterback out of me. Even though I won't be playing on the next level, but it was still fun. And he's a really good teacher.
Well, I could see, because I saw him play, man. He was legit. He was he was the man over at Rich East. All right, you just mentioned, man, you committed to Northern Illinois as a wide receiver. How tough is it for you to put that ball down, man, not have it in your hands every play?
Well, at first it was really tough because, the quarterback, everybody wants to be the quarterback, And,
Girls love the quarterback, right,
and
man?
Then you get to run your show how you want to do it. And then, but I've been really talking to the Northern staff, Coach Cressley, and he's telling me they have a lot of players for me to get the ball, and and it's all about that. I just want to be in the end zone, with the ball in my hands. And they said they'll do a real good job of doing that. So
have you any experience at receiver, man? Or are you working on it a little bit in your free time? What's going on with that?
Not really any experience. I got some plays in 707 during the summer. But I told my coach, I want to finish with quarterback here at Ridge Central. So not really no game time at receiver.
Yeah.
But I mean, my brother Sean, he was a receiver here before me. So all his learning and teaching, he gonna give me. So
yeah, that's an expert right there,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Right? Do you feel the sense like, hey, man, this is it for me at quarterback? I got to go out with a bang here, man.
Yes, I got to. You came up with the top 10 quarterbacks, like I said earlier, and I really want to be on that list someday.
Yeah.
Make my own mark.
Well, you've been doing a great job with it, man. You've had a special career, and beyond your skills and everything you could do on a field, it's just the team success here, man. This program is legit, and 4 out of 5 seasons in the playoffs and 3 straight with you at quarterback. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself,
Yes, sir.
And as I talked to Coach Rex, man, I mean, this Hillcrest potential in the quarters, how badly are you guys wanting to experience this, man?
Oh yeah, they got my brothers on the basketball team last year in the sectionals, I believe.
Yep.
So I would really like to get that game, bring the whole community out, like Coach Rex said, and we gonna do our part.
Yep.
So
they got to do their part.
Yes, sir. I've been talking to some of those guys over there. We all grew up together, so. Hopefully, that game will be a good game.
It'll be a great game, but first things first, man, you guys got to take care of business Saturday.
Yes, 1 game at a time.
2 o'clock, right, man? Tell everyone, we need everyone to come out for this one, right?
Saturday at 2 o'clock at Ridge Central High School. Be there.
Be there, be square. You can come and see this guy, man. This guy's worth the price of admission alone. So, all right, Jairen, thanks a lot, my man.
Thanks
all
for
right?
having me.
Tell your folks I said hi, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to an athletics timeout, 2 locations, Oak Lawn, Orland Park. We come back. I'm going to provide a little expert opinions on this 5, 6, 7, and 8A from a local perspective, and we'll do some players of the week, so stay tuned. Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy is a 2,200 square foot facility that includes the latest in rehabilitation equipment, including the HydroTrack underwater treadmill. All therapists at Athletics are experienced and offer hands-on treatment for patients that require such therapy. Whether it's your feet, ankles, knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck or jaw, Athletics is here to help. We at Athletics understand you as a patient have the right to choose where you receive treatment. Ask your physician if Athletics, with locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park, is right for you.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Thank you, Coach's Corner, for celebrating all these great athletes. Now celebrate the American Classic with Apple Chevy. Classics like the Chevy Impala. Originating in 1958, the Chevy Impala is older than the states Hawaii and Alaska. It still holds its sleek and stylish design with a focus on luxury. It has the option to have the power of 305 horses. Don't take my word for it. Come test drive it today at Apple Chevy.
Hello, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Again, I'd like to thank Ridge Central football coach Terrell Alexander and senior quarterback Jairen Mitchell for being our guests, and good luck Saturday, 2 o'clock, Class 5A, first round game against Marion. All right, let's dissect some of these playoff brackets. Start off in 8A. Folks, we have 4 teams locally, and Lincoln Way East, 9-0, they're the number 1 seed. Bloom is a 25th seed. They open up against Glenbar West. The party's going to be over in a hurry there. HF's 8-1. They've got the 4 seed, and they got a tough Lake Park team. So those 3 teams locally are up in the top bracket. In the bottom bracket is another undefeated team locally, Marist, 9-0, and they play Oak Park River Forest in the opener, and that is going to be tough. Now, I've been covering high school football for 27 years. And believe me, I've seen a lot of state championships through the years. Last year, the area, the south suburbs, did not have any representation in the state finals down at Champaign. This year, it's going to be in DeKalb, Northern Illinois University, November 25th. And I don't know, man, as good as Lincoln Way East is, Marist is, HF at 8-1, I don't know if we're going to get a team out of this 8A. It is a beast. It's as loaded of a class that I've ever seen. And if they get through, if any of these teams get through, they definitely have deserved to get to the state championship in 8A. I'd love to. East has a great defense. Marist has a great defense and a little bit more of an explosive offense, but it's going to be a tough call. I don't know if we're going to get anybody through in 8A. In 7A, we've got the 2 Lincoln Ways, Lincoln Way Central at 8-1, Lincoln Way West at 7-2. Mount Carmel, an 18th seed, they open up against Moline. They'll win that game by 3 or 4 touchdowns. And Carmel could get to the quarters with a 6-3 mark. Andrew, they've got Plainfield North. That's a tough draw for the T-Bolts, and they're going to go on the road. And then St. Rita has Simeon, a 22 seed. Rita's an 11 seed, and Rita's got a lot of weapons on offense. I mean, Jake Zimmerman, who was a guest on our show in week 2, he's out for the rest of the season. Had foot surgery, big blow. But they've got other weapons, Chris Childers being one of them, David Gleaves. So they've got guys that could step in, and I think they can go a little ways here, man. I think they got a shot in that bracket. Do we have anyone in 7A that could win a state championship? Again, it would be a little bit of a surprise for me if any of our local teams get through. 6A, we've got 8 teams out of the 32-team field locally. Okay, I'm not a math major, but that's 25% of the field. 7 of those teams are in the bottom bracket. And right off the bat, Richards hosts Providence on Friday night at 7 o'clock. That's going to be a great, great game. Crete-Monee is a number 1 seed. If they win, St. Lawrence wins. They'll play each other again in the second round, similar to last year when Crete-Monee blew a big lead, lost 41-40 to St. Lawrence. But I could see Crete going a long way. If they could play disciplined, smart football, they could win a state championship in 6A. Shepherd at 8-1, great season. They've got Marmion, a 5-4 Marmion team who lost to 4 really good teams. So that's a tough draw for Shepherd. And in De La Salle in the upper bracket, they got Hoffman Estates. If they can get a win or 2, sustain some momentum going in off-season, it'll be a great year for De La Salle. My alma mater, Eisenhower, they got to travel in Normal West. Winnable game if Eisenhower is healthy, but they're banged up. They got 4 or 5 starters out. We'll see what happens. And TF South, 6-3. They got to go down to our good friends in Danville. The Rebels got to go to Danville. Home of, I can't even go there. That was such a cluster, you know what, a few years ago with the good people at Danville. But good luck to TF South. And if you get up, just keep putting the pedal to the metal against Danville for us, okay? And in 5A, I love Lamont, but they're 8-1. They're going to probably have to see Phillips in the quarters, and the party could be over there. And then you got Ridge Central and Hillcrest in the bottom bracket of 5A, and I hope these 2 teams could win a few games. They're definitely capable of doing it. I'd love to see that quarter. It'd be fun, and the winner of that game will get to the semis, so we'll see what happens. All right, folks, we are going to wrap it up right now. We're going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. When we return, a little results segment. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has a trained technicians and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Okay, folks, no high and tight segment. Don't have time. Go online, coachescornershow.com if you want to check out high and tight 2. We've got to get these players of the weekend. The Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. Lincoln Way Central running back Mike Morgan rushed for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns to lead the Knights to a 19-7 win over Thornton. We're going to hook Mike up with a $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook in Chicago. And the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week. Providence Tennis's Sophie Davis won the Class 2A Andrews Sectional Singles Championship. So we're going to hook her up with a nice gift certificate, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon, Orland, Tinley, Mokino. All right, folks, hope you have a great week. Get out and check out some playoff football. We'll see you next week.